Topic for today is having the right equipment for the load, making sure you got the details right. My name is Mike. I'm the lead consultant for Taltoa. If you're not familiar with Taltoa, check us out. We are a training and consulting firm. Our specialty is working with freight brokers and trucking companies that want to get their own freight. Maybe start having an additional stream of revenue as a brokerage. We can help you out. Check us out, Taltoa.com, Taltoa.com. And if you see something there, or if you've got questions about any of our packages, feel free to contact me. 479-668-0838. So you're a freight broker, you've got a customer, and they have loads. Now, like I tell my clients in training, it's going to take a few phone calls, maybe a movement of a few loads. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to figure out your customers' intricacies. Things they want, things they don't want, how they want their loads handled, how they don't want it done, what they need, what they don't need. These details are critical. They'll keep you from making a mistake. And those mistakes cost money. There are no oops, or very few of them. Usually it's a son of a gun. How much is that going to cost? So you want to make sure you do this stuff right. Now, what am I talking about? Well, first of all, what kind of equipment's needed? If your customer says they need a flatbed and a step deck calls you, yes, step deck is in the flatbed family, but don't automatically assume that your customer will load a step deck in lieu of a flatbed. A lot of reasons for that. One, the step. You got what, 13 upper deck, then 35 feet lower deck. Lumber's not going to work on it, not unless you have risers. The riser's going to lift that lower deck up so you can put freight on top of it. Just metal bars going across, the back of it. You can do a simple search on Google, flatbed or step deck risers. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, if you're a client, in your manual, you're going to see a picture exactly what I'm talking about. All of our clients that sign up for consulting and training receive the freight broker training manual that we have put together. But there'll be pictures there, but you'll find the same information on Google as far as if you want to look. So a step deck calls you. Listen, I got a flatbed. Will that work on this load? Do not tell the truck yes. Do not tell them no. Say, hold on. Let me call my customer. Call your customer. Hey, Jim, listen, I got a truck for that load, but he's a step deck. Will that work on this load? They're either going to say yes or no. They might say yeah if he's got risers. Okay, see what I mean? So always pay attention to the details, because what's going to happen if you say yeah without talking to your customer, you call your customer, hey, I got a truck to move that load, send me the paperwork. Truck goes in, you get a call from the customer, hey, can't load that truck, it's a step deck, I need a flatbed. Now you're on the hook for a truck order not used fee, because you already did you've already did a confirmation with that carrier. They might be there. They may have traveled there already. Tarps. That's another thing when it comes to flatbed loads. Customer may say, yeah, the load needs to be tarped. Find out what size tarps. This is critical. If it's a lumber load, they may want lumber tarps or 8-foot tarps. The truck has 4-foot tarps, not going to work. If they got 6-foot tarps, not going to work. And again, you're going to have a problem. And this always cracks me up whenever I moved a load, flatbed load, or I had a lumber load or whatever, any kind of a flatbed load that required tarping. You would be surprised at the number of flatbed calls I would get from trucking companies. Yeah, give me the information on that load. Yeah, it needs to be tarped. Oh, man, we don't carry tarps. So why are you flatbedding? Why are you a flatbed carrier if you don't carry tarps? That's part of being a flatbed operation. I get why, they just don't want to tarp, and I get that. I've tarped, did flatbeds. But, you know, I tarped, I got dirty. That's why you get paid the bigger bucks. You see what I mean? Now, you're going to be saying a lot of times, hey, I'm not going to tarp a load because the brokers never pay a tarp fee. Well, if you're a broker, that's your fault. You should be paying a tarp fee, bottom line. Well, the customer's not paying. Yeah, they are. They're telling you it's included in the rate, so you got to work the numbers so you can show the tarp fee. You see what I mean? Your customer knows that the trucking company wants to be paid for tarping that load. They're just, they're giving you a total number. Just like the fuel surcharge is included with their number, so is a tarp fee. You may not like it because now it's going to decrease the rate per mile or whatever, because you got to take that $25, $50 out and set it aside for tarp fee to the trucking company, which in turn is going to lower your net. But it's the right thing to do. See what I mean? Make sure you got the right tarps. Trailer size, that goes without saying, but trailer type, here's an issue that I see happening a lot. Okay, you got a dry van load. A refrigerated truck calls you. Hey, yeah, we're empty. We're a reefer though, and we haul dry freight. We don't have a reefer. Anything that needs to be kept in a reefer, we can haul dry freight. Well, that's not necessarily true. Okay, just because you got a reefer and the refrigerated unit is off does not mean you can haul that dry load. It's up to the customer. I will tell you this, paper, they're not going to put paper on a refrigerated trailer, or very rare. I'd be surprised. Another thing, furniture, they're not going to put furniture on a refrigerated trailer. Now you may be saying, well, why? Metal floor. Metal floor will tear up furniture. It will really screw up the paper. See what I mean? So a reefer calls you for a dry van load, call your customer. Put the truck on hold, call your customer. Hey, Bob, that load of paper. Listen, I got a reefer. Will that work on a reefer? They'll either say yes or no. Don't assume. Always verify before you commit. Okay, because once you commit and provide a load confirmation to a carrier, that is a contract. Understand that. See what I mean? Weight. That's another thing. Understand that, this happens more, I think, with it could happen with any, but with flatbed, maybe the customer told you, hey, make sure any truck you send me, make sure they can carry 48,000 pounds. That does not mean that every single one of their loads will weigh 48,000 pounds. It doesn't mean that. All it means is they will never load more than 48,000 pounds on the trailer. All right? So a truck calls you one day. Yeah, I'm calling about that flatbed load. Listen, I only carry 47.5. Will that load work on my truck? Don't tell the truck no. Hold on, let me call my customer. Call your customer. Hey, Jim, that flatbed load, listen, I got a truck, but he can only carry 47.5. Will that work on this load today? Now your customer will tally the weight. They're going to tally the weight, all right? Could be that load only weighs 47,000 pounds. There you go. I've even had customers tell me, yeah, send the truck in, we'll make it work. In other words, they were going to take some freight off that truck or off that load to make it work. All right, see what I mean? The details. The devil is in the details. These details, you've got to know what they are. If you don't, you've got to verify. You got to check. You got to find out. Make the phone call, because you're going to learn more about your customer. You're going to learn about how they operate. That's going to allow you to give better customer service. It's going to show your customer that your head is in the game, and that's just going to make for a better relationship. Believe me, your customer, they want to know that you've got their back, that you are protecting them, because remember, they can be fired. They make a simple mistake, they can be let go. If they're working with a broker that knows, that they can trust, they know is watching out for their interest, they're going to want to work with that broker again and again and again. This is why You don't just start brokering tomorrow and start making money next week. It takes time to build this trust, to build the relationship, not only with the customer, but with the carrier as well. This is the kind of stuff we really train on. I mean, we train on all the essentials, but the main thing is building the relationship. Anybody can teach you how to prospect. Anybody can teach you how to make sales calls, how to get customers. That's just the fundamentals. Just like anybody that drives a truck can teach you, just like a trucking school can teach you how to drive a truck, but you don't become a truck driver till you get out there and start doing it. Till you get out there in the traffic, till you're in Chicago worried to death, making sure you're reading all the signs to make sure you don't go under a low bridge. Anyway, that's it. If you'd like to know more about our services at Taltoa, check us out, taltoa.com, TALTOA.com. We have all kinds of packages. Our packages include training, essential training to be a freight broker. If you want to start out in our mentorship program, start working as an agent, you're able to do that. That's where you're going to be able to begin your operation after training, because you're going to be working through us under our licensed brokerage. So that way everything's legal. And the mentorship program, what it's designed to do is allow you the opportunity to begin your freight broker operation, okay, as a broker agent. That's going to allow you to get real life experience, start building that customer base, start getting the experience. So at the end of your mentorship program, be it 3, 6, 12 months, whatever it might be, you're able to go out here and get a contract with a broker direct if you wish, or maybe even start your own freight brokerage. See what I mean? That's the benefits of the mentorship program. Now, when you exit the mentorship program, you will have a consulting period. That consulting period will be equal to the same amount of time you had in the mentorship, be it 3, 6, or 12 months. That's determined by the package. Look it over. If you got any questions, give me a shout. Okay? 479-668-0838.